Thank you. Well, like most of you in the room, I'm sure that this was kind of a new adventure for you. We're really sure what to expect. It was the same for us. And so I'll just tell you a little bit about what we did as Partners in Prevention, and then also a collaboration that we did across the Longview and Gregg County community. We do use social media, Facebook, memes, videos, challenges, different things. I will say that the East Texas Communities Foundation website was a tremendous resource for us. So we were able to take some of those ideas, the webinars, the resources, and use those in our individual giving day. We do have a connection with the city of Longview, so we were asked our mayor, Andy Mack, to read a proclamation, and he did proclaim May the 3rd as East Texas Giving Day for the city of Longview. During that city council meeting when that was read, it's also televised, so it airs for 2 weeks, so people were seeing that through our cable, Longview cable channel. And then we had many of the organizations in the room at the council meeting, so the community and the council members could see the momentum and energy behind Giving Day in Longview, Gregg County. We have a mentoring program. The East Texas Giving Day that we use that to help support our mentoring program. We are in 6 different school districts, and Hallsville, Pine Tree, and Longview all were in agreement and used a pre-recorded message that went out to all the students' households. I think it was maybe the day before, encouraging people to give on Giving Day. So Hallsville, Longview, Pine Tree did that. Longview also, their ISD foundation was participating, so we just did a joint message with that. Give, go to one side, give to the foundation, as well as giving to Partners in Prevention for the mentoring program. On May the 3rd, our what we call Game Day, we did have some of our board members and volunteers come to our office. We had a list of potential donors, and we did a telethon just from our conference room. They got on their cell phones, started calling the list. They were there maybe an hour, 2 hours, whatever they could give, and just reminding people of the day and to go on site and give. Also through the Longview cable channel, we have a cable access for our city information, which is Channel 5. So this slide was created and ran during the time, about a month prior to the Giving Day, encouraging people to go on site and give, and that the donations would support our mentoring program and our Longview Bridges Out of Poverty. We were fortunate enough during this time to have a Stephen F. Austin social work intern student with us. And wow. Yeah. And she was actually there for a semester working with the mentoring program, but again, the millennials know a lot about, more about social media than I do, and so she created several memes for us. This is just an example of one of them. And we had, of course, we were using our Partners in Prevention Facebook page, but we also, I'm going to talk in a minute, had a joint Gregg County East Texas Giving Day Facebook and Twitter page. So whatever went on one individual agency's site could also be used on the Gregg County East Texas Giving Day Facebook and Twitter. So we are about collaboration and not co-collaboration. And so we had 25 Longview Gregg County nonprofits participating in the East Texas Giving Day. Many of the nonprofits that I have known during my time of being in the nonprofit world were agencies that were associated with Greater Longview United Way, the ones that were partner agencies and received funding together. The real cool thing about this, the East Texas Giving Day, this allowed us to kind of cross over and become partners with other nonprofits that we normally didn't work with. The Longview Arboretum, the East Texas Hospice from the Longview Center, the Fine Arts Museum, the Gregg County Historical Museum, others that aren't necessarily funded from United Way, and we would not have necessarily had a relationship prior to that, except by the Giving Day. So that ended up being a great partnership that we were all able to do that together. So we did Facebook and Twitter mostly. There was a little bit of Instagram that we used. We did news releases. On Giving Day, we those 25 agencies had been meeting during a planning meetings probably at least 2 months, I guess, before the actual day. So we had all of those agencies would come together. We would meet on a regular basis. We kind of ended up dividing ourselves into subcommittees and working together on different parts of our local Giving Day. So what we did is each of those agencies, most of them committed to either having a staff member there or a board member at a giving station. So we had 10 giving stations set up, breakfast and lunch, mostly at restaurants, and then also at the Good Shepherd Healthy Institute. Then at the end of the day, at 4 o'clock, we all met at Heritage Plaza and had an event down there with live music and some dancing performers and so forth. But at the giving stations, what we all agreed to do is to not necessarily push our own agencies, but to push Giving Day. And we had tables set up on the tables so people could see who the participating agencies would be. And then we helped them, we had computers there, we helped them get online and give that way. So we each took time at those giving stations just promoting the idea of Giving Day. And then at Heritage Plaza, when we came together, that was the time then that we were telling individuals about our individual agency and asking them to give to us. We also partnered with one of the attorneys who let us tap into his Wi-Fi at Heritage Plaza so we could have access to the Giving Day website. So this is an example of one of the posts that we made. It just says we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. So we just use different things like that to put on the Facebook sites individually and the East Texas Facebook site. This was kind of fun. We did, at one of our meetings, everybody brought their robe or pajamas, and we took a joint picture together, just talking about, it's so easy, you can give in your pajamas, drinking coffee in the morning. So that was one of the things that we did. We had a great time, too. That was a good committee. Several people in this room, Shelley was part of that, and Donna, and Hardisons, and Arboretum, and so that was fun. It was fun for us to do something like this as agencies. So questions? Yes.
How well did all the organizations come together and work together, because that's rare?
Well, actually, I think we did a pretty darn good job.
It was beautiful.
We, like I said, those of us who are part of the Greater Longview United Way, we already had a relationship, but to bring the other people in that we haven't worked with before, it really went great. I mean, it was a win-win, because if you're posting things on the Gregg County Facebook, then not just are your followers seeing it, but 24 other agency followers are seeing it.
No, I applaud you for that. That's awesome to bring that many agencies together to work that well together.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I just echo that? I'm the director of United Way in Longview, Donna Sharp, and what Holly's saying is the partner agencies do work collectively together in such a beautiful way to meet the needs of the community. And we're all friends and colleagues in here for the same thing. So to see us all come to the table together and be there for one event for East Texas Giving Day, and it was totally unanimous when we set up at Panera Bread for a 2-hour shift. We're pushing East Texas Giving Day. We're not pushing United Way or Partners in Prevention. But when you get to the plaza at 4 o'clock, then you're pushing United Way and you're pushing your agency. And everybody was in total agreement, and it worked beautiful. So,
And the individual agencies were still doing their own thing too, just like we did the telethon thing at our office. I mean, you're still, your goal was to get money, for your agency, but also just, that partnership and bringing people together and a way to just promote the bigger picture. It was great.
And we did the yard signs together.
We did, yes, we did.
We took 50 of the East Texas Giving Day yard signs over, met them in Liberty City,
Yes.
so we could make a handoff. And then you guys went around and distributed and collected them for me. I mean, I'm telling you, my experience with these Longview ladies, it was phenomenal. They were the most collaborative, most cohesive group that wanted this whole thing to be so successful for the community. They realized that a lot of them serve the same individuals, and instead of being competitive about it, they went at it with the how can we better our community, and it was fantastic work with you ladies. I appreciate y'all. Any other questions?
I have two things. I think that's really great because last year was our first year doing a giving day. So that kind of awareness was really needed because that's something people like, what's a giving day?
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, it's the first year for all of us,
That
so,
was
you know,
great.
nobody was familiar
Yeah,
with it
that was
until.
great to collaborate, like that was great. But, and this goes out to anybody, any of y'all or anybody that wants to answer, is how's the traffic on your individual Facebook sites that you noticed for Giving Day? How is traffic on your Facebooks for Giving Day? Just
I mean, for
as
us,
far as
it was pretty
kids
good.
going.
We used the boost to get, you know, the word out to, and all of the agencies that wanted to participate. Now, we had more agencies than that in Gregg County that had signed up for Giving Day, but the ones that were on the planning committee that wanted to participate with the general Facebook, we all had administrative rights to that. So we could all go in and post and comment. And we're still putting things on there just to kind of keep it alive
Keep it going.
through this year, you know. But of course, you know, the majority of it's done.
Right.
We did all that in Lincoln County also, and it's very successful.
Yes. Yes, that was the other group that came together very well. It was in Henderson County, and they would meet. How often did y'all meet? Every other week, every third week? Y'all met. Y'all met every 2 weeks, but Henderson County met probably every 2 to 3 weeks as well. And they had a great